You'll understand why this man cried at the end. You need to see what he did every single day. He wasn't rich. He was just an ordinary man, living a simple routine, like anyone else. When he saw a plant that needed water, he stopped. It seemed like nothing, but for that plant, it made all the difference. And he didn't do it to be seen. When he saw someone who needed help, he simply helped. Even with a stray dog, he shared his food. Because to him, kindness didn't depend on having extra. It depended on having a good heart. Every day, he passed by a mother and her little daughter. They were sitting on the street, asking for help. And every day, he gave them a small amount of money. Maybe it didn't look like much. Maybe other people thought it wouldn't change anything. But he kept doing it anyway. He never asked their names. He never asked for thanks. Day after day, his small actions continued. He watered the plant. He helped strangers. He fed the dog. And he supported that mother and child. People around him barely noticed. Some even looked at him like he was wasting his time. But he didn't care, because real kindness doesn't need attention. And it doesn't need to be posted for the world to see. It doesn't need applause. Little by little, something began to change. The plant started to grow. The dog started to trust him. The people around him started to see the world differently. And then, one day, everything made sense. As he walked down the same street, he saw the little girl again. But this time, she wasn't sitting on the ground. She wasn't asking for money. She was wearing a school uniform. She had a backpack on her shoulders, and she was walking to school with a smile on her face. At that moment, he stopped. He looked at her, and his eyes filled with tears, because he finally understood. He hadn't wasted his money. He hadn't wasted his time. He hadn't given for nothing. He had given hope. He had given a chance. He had helped change a life. And that is why he cried. Because sometimes, the smallest act of kindness can become the biggest miracle in someone else's life.